Welcome to Daddy Bits. It is March 22nd, 2021. Are you ready for some of this good? Know what I'm saying? We have a pretty cool episode for you guys today, but just before we get to it, make sure that you guys subscribe, like the video for the YouTube algorithm, and make sure you guys put comments on the bottom so that we can cover the stocks that you guys are definitely interested in. But let's get to the episode. All right, my guy. It is Tuesday. Oh, tomorrow's Tuesday. I'm tripping. Today's Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. This is prep for tomorrow, right? Again, this is not financial advice. We're just giving you guys some insight and thought about what we're looking at as far as our own personal plays. And we asked a listener or a viewer about their personal plays too, and we're gonna cover that in a bit. But let's take a look at some futures here. Me share my screen.
It's all right. I mean, tech's lagging again.
Tech is always lagging, dude. I don't know what we need to do in order to make us feel better about ourselves.
Can I butt in real quick?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, it was never about the bonds.
Okay, explain.
Because look at it this way. Today, bonds were down 3%.
Oh, they were crap.
Bonds were down 3%. And check this out. I think a couple of weeks ago, when bonds were up like 3%, the market took a dump by like 3%. It was never about the bonds to begin with. Tech was just overbought.
It's right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
So so you're saying that this was a correction.
It was a correction, a natural correction, which happens, from time to time.
And bonds are the scapegoat.
Exactly. There's always an excuse for something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Check this out. Like the bonds the treasury notes were down 3%, and we could barely get a 3% day today. And the market sold off within the last hour. I mean, it took 8 hours to gain, 2%.
Yeah.
But it gave back, 0.5% to 1% within the last hour of the session.
Oh, it did. It did flush at the end. Crap. It was just another sell-off. I think we're still dealing with, for the lack of a better term here, some paper-handed sissies. Is that fair to say?
Paper hands.
I mean, like paper mache hands, because they're softer. Let's talk. How about this? We're dealing with Charmin hands. Charmin-handed sissies that do not have the fortitude to hold on to conviction plays. This is why you do your own due diligence, and at a certain level, you let go of a position because you think that it's not going to go higher. This is tech. This is the wrong sector to have Charmin hands on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Today, so we're looking at NASDAQ here. Mm-hmm. Today, what really helped the NASDAQ today, obviously Tesla was up as much as 6%.
Yep.
Right? And Apple was up as much as 3%.
Yep.
Facebook almost broke 300. Almost. That was a keyword, almost.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Those were the three, big contributors for the day. And what happened towards the end of the day?
It's a dump right here.
Yep. Because guess what? We have Jay Powell. Jay Powell's
talking tomorrow.
It's going to be a 2-day event. Mama Yellen, Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, which is also an important person, by the way. She loves the stock market, but she's also a boomer.
I know. She's a bonder.
God.
So she hates Bitcoin. Oh, she hates crypto.
Which we're going to talk about later. Yeah,
we're going to talk about crypto, but let's talk about SPY real quick here. So that was the futures for NASDAQ, and let's talk about the SPY. Do you think the SPY has some legs?
I think NASDAQ has some legs.
Oh yeah, NASDAQ has some nice legs.
it seems like it's going to be choppy again for the next couple of days. So just be wary, and just be careful for the ones that are holding positions. It's going to be volatile, just like last week.
Yeah. And again, it's not that we don't appreciate the choppiness or we don't like being in a kangaroo market. Remember that volatility and consolidation are a how do you say is a bear's worst enemy, right? Because if they could see consolidation, they start to get really scared about some momentum to the upside, and that's usually the case more often than not. This is a SPY on the daily, but if you look at the 15-minute chart, I mean, it's down 4 points.
Yeah,
down 4 points, and it's still early in the day. It's only 8 p.m. here in the Pacific West Coast.
Could come back,
It could definitely come back. I feel like it definitely come back. But let's talk about John's stock of the day, which is Marathon Patent Group. Mara. John, what is Mara?
So Mara pretty much follows Bitcoin or crypto or whatever. Right now, crypto is taking a slight hit. Overall, it's still in an upward trajectory, right? If you look at Bitcoin chart itself, it's setting up for another move. It hasn't broken support. But if you look at Mara, see, look, Bitcoin's at, it hit 53 earlier.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, it did. But still, it's still in an upward trend. I wouldn't count this out. Crypto can seriously still run within the next couple of weeks. But for this one, it's really taking a breather right now, which is fine because it's consolidating, and that's how it's supposed to be. It doesn't just shoot up, automatically. Just let it consolidate. I mean, if you look at the previous month or so, it ran and then consolidated for 2 weeks and then ran again, consolidated for 2 weeks. It's becoming a pattern. Yeah, it's becoming a pattern. As far as Mara goes, for the folks who are looking into getting into Mara or holding Mara, just be mindful. And it's not for the weak. It's not for the faint of heart. Basically, first of all, it's very volatile. It took a dump today, and just keep an eye on your EMAs. So if you look at the daily chart for Mara, you have all of your supports. You have the 9 at 40. What is that? 39 or 40 bucks?
$39.99.
It actually broke today. So your next support is at 37.80, 37.60.
Right here.
Now if you see it dump there, hey, you know what? You can buy the dip. But I wouldn't buy the dip on this one. Just wait for the first green candle.
So you're saying if it flushes tomorrow, wait another day before you hop in.
Yeah. Probably by Wednesday. Yeah.
I can see that too. Remember that Mara and the other mining company Riot, they do follow Bitcoin heavy. And one interesting note about Mara is their profitability is based on how high Bitcoin is.
Yes, that's true. Also, the reason why it's super volatile is because it's a low cap stock. Okay. Plus, on top of that, it's the outstanding shares, the float for Mara. Here, let me look it up right now. It's only 98 million shares.
Oh,
okay. So I'm not saying that there's going to short squeeze that's going to happen, then it's not, because it's following crypto. It's following BTC. Unless, Bitcoin shoots, tonight, rockets to the moon, then yes, you're going to see a short squeeze for Mara. But you see how after hours it's still dumped and it broke support and it hit, 38.70.
38.70.
Yeah. So just wait for it. It can definitely see, 37, 37.50. Even 36.50. So just wait for the first green candle on this one.
All right. Yeah, I do see that too. I definitely do see that too. Amara is one of those plays where I don't know if you see this too, but For Mara and Riot, I mean, unless Bitcoin is on this massive upswing and it just keeps on moving, like we had like from the 30s all the way to the 50s, right? Remember how most crypto mining plays, if you were holding calls and those were printing, those were
Oh yeah,
printing, right?
yeah,
But what I've noticed is because we have this kind of volatility, it's difficult to hold on to options for Mara and Riot
yeah.
because it's so hard for you to cap. So whenever you see profit, if you're allowed to take the profit, please take the profit as soon as you can because you never know. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to trade the charts on Mara and on Riot unless Bitcoin is on a bull run and a massive bull run where the direction is clean. It's difficult to have that kind of price action and hold on to calls because you know it's a leverage position that you don't really know. You could be up 50% 1 minute and then you're down 70% the next second. So be careful with that and manage your risk. Okay. The stock that I want to talk about is CHPT ChargePoint, which I'm actually very bullish on EV stocks again. What is your thought on EV stocks, John?
Man, Tesla. I was so happy with Tesla today, trying to
I
break
know.
700, but it took a 25-point dump
I
within
know.
within the last hour of the session today, which was, oh my god, I'm so disappointed. And I'm like, I was like this close to like closing my
I
calls, but
know. I
yeah,
know.
it's whatever. You get to live another day.
Exactly. For ChargePoint, what really interested me in this stock was I was trying to look at it earlier, and I was like, hey, if this dumps a little bit more, I like ChargePoint because ChargePoint is actually the leader in EV charging currently, right? Currently. So when we talk about sectors, we talk about certain plays. We want you guys to trade the leaders of the sector because
Yeah,
that's the most price action you're going to get. But
yeah,
you see this dump right here, and it kind of consolidated. We had a nice pop, right? And it consolidated again, and then another pop. That right there, that would have been validation for me on a intraday because you can see right here the EMA 9 kept on following under the light blue VWAP. Right when it crossed, that would have been a nice entry for you to hold, and then it kind of held throughout the day.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? I think that's a beautiful entry. If you guys are into the technicals like that, me personally, I use the VWAP on an intraday level so that I can pinpoint certain entries. And this right here is a clean entry for me. If I see that the VWAP right here, my VWAP is a light blue, and if the EMA 9, which is my white line, kind of crosses over and has a nice spike and it kind of holds, that would have been a super solid entry for me for a nice swing. But what's really interested me also on ChargePoint is this daily chart. John, you see this daily chart?
yeah. That thing can bounce.
This could bounce. This is right below the EMA
So
9.
it's somewhat oversold right now.
Yeah, somewhat oversold. So this is a beautiful chart. I am loading up on this tomorrow. I see a little bit more on the upside. I would probably target. I'll probably take the 25 strikes. Target roughly around $26 as an exit, or maybe
Yeah.
28, just so if I'm feeling a little frisky, a little frisky. But that's my play for ChargePoint. What about you, John? What do you say?
Yeah. No, I see the same exact thing. You can take 26 or 28.
26 or 28. I think that would be a good
Yeah.
exit. Let's see what happens tomorrow. It looks like a buy to dip scenario. If we're looking at NASDAQ and we're looking at SPY. So again, we don't trade the first 15 minutes on this channel. We don't, because we want to see what the price action does first and see where the buyers and sellers are coming at, and then we make a decision after that. But again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button. And every time a new episode drops, you guys make sure that you guys hit the post notification bell so you guys get a nice ding 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 every time it does drop. And please, if you are interested in us giving you guys our insights on your plays, please drop them down in the comment section below. Ours actually comes from a really good friend of us, Tony. Tony asked us to cover the cruise lines, primarily CCL and NCLH, which is Norwegian Cruise Lines. Cruises are coming back, John. Cruises are coming back.
Dude, Carnival keeps giving me out. They keep sending me some nice coupons for
Some solid coupons.
2022 and 2023.
Yeah, some solid coupons. The reason why, I mean, again, nobody's been sailing since the past year, right?
Yeah.
Since March, ever since that Princess Cruise Line came to the bay and decided to offload patient zeros to negative 55s. And you know, there's not a whole lot of faith in the cruise industry because of how cramped it is. So essentially you're sailing on a potential not to be too dark here, but a potential coffin. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Right. But as we see more people getting vaccinated, there's going to be a lot more guidelines. If you're not vaccinated, you're not allowed to cruise, obviously. And I think that's a very good solid plus. We did see an anticipatory run here, and one piece of news that came to my attention was that we are coming across the date that they're about to start sailing.
When is that?
So right here, Cruise Industry News, which is
Wasn't it April 1st?
June 1st.
Oh, is it? It's June 1st. Okay.
June 1st, right? Royal Caribbean is actually in service already. Interesting. Crystal Cruises, July 3rd. Norwegian NCLH, June 4th. Right in the Mediterranean. Costa Cruises, the Disney Cruise Line. I want to take my kids there. Disney Cruise Line one time. June 4th. Princess is July 1st. Genting. Oh, in Asia in service already. I think Asian cruises are now moving. Pretty cool stuff. And I think I know CCL is looking good too. But if we're gonna take a look at the technicals on CCL, I'm not really excited about this. What do you think about the chart? I mean, it looks like it's on a downswing.
I wouldn't touch CCL. I don't want to touch any cruise lines right now.
Still no, huh?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Until we finally see like a nice like a final sailing, like this is it, chief, we're gonna go out.
Yeah.
But on the 15-minute chart, yeah, I mean, we're seeing some downward. I mean, CCL is part of the SPY, right? This consumer discretionary.
I think so.
Yeah,
they're so industrials. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that we're gonna wait this one out. But if you're already up on your calls, please again take your profits. You don't want. I mean, unless you're doing leap calls. If you're doing leap calls on these, fine. Hold on and probably average down if you're still under. But I would, if you're short-term trading, I would definitely take profits on this. And I think that is it in the end of the video. Any last words?
That's it.
That is it. So remember, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell so you guys get a nice ding 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 every time a new episode drops. Give us a thumbs up. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C Trade. Follow us both at Trading Daddies. TradingDaddies.com for all your merch. And let's get trading. And remember that the charts do not lie.
Yeah.